Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, unfortunate news dropped on the eve, all right, of New Year's, and very, very unfortunate. But we are gonna get into it. All right. Some people feel as though Miss Eady's story that she just dropped makes her that much more spicier for Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they like to see her back just to know what's going on inside of her life. But let's tap into it. So, for the people that do not know, Brit Eady took to social media less than an hour ago to announce to everyone that she is getting a divorce from her husband, Mike Cunningham. All right. This is the Mike that she has raved about. She has praised. She has been extremely happy to have in her life. And it appears that things haven't been going so great, unfortunately for her. She's finally, well, you know what? I can't even say that it's unfortunate for her because when you realize a relationship no longer serves you, I don't think that's really unfortunate. So I can't say unfortunate for her. Maybe it appears unfortunate because of how she praised him, but I mean, I think a lot of women do that in relationships when they think that they have a great partner. And all in all, I don't think it's unfortunate. She got to this place in her life where she realized she's cool. She's cool on this whole situation. So she's going to be filing for a divorce or has already filed for a divorce. Okay. One thing about Miss Eady enjoys the courts. Okay. All right. You guys know that she was suing Bravo over the incident that took place with Miss Kenya Moore. So not sure where that has landed, but she definitely had that case that she moved forward with. And then now here she is where she wants to sever ties from her husband. And I want to get into the post that she made over on social media, amongst other things that we can get into. But this is what was said. All right. She put this post up. She says, I'm posting this on the last day of 365. She says to remove this facade of faking like this marriage is going to work. Everybody can't come into the next chapter. I'm done hurting and I want to be happy in my next chapter. Cheers to 2026 of putting my happiness first. Okay. She goes on to say, and for the record, as much as I can't stand him, oh, wow, damn, you can't stand him now? She says, we are not going to create a false narrative that I'm walking away because of any fake made up rumors. Whew, that lady says she cannot stand this man, but you know what? It happens like that. That's what I want to believe. You know, one minute you really like him, and the next you can't stand him. I'm wanting to believe that. Let me see which post we have here. This post, right, where she called out Shamia. She was with her husband. This was back in October. They were all in the pool and stuff, having a good old time. I would want to believe that this is one of those times where she was really trying to make that marriage work. It looks like they were on vacation and stuff.
Are you good? Nah, I don't with that bitch.
Right, next call.
Shout out to her porn series online. Make sure you guys go check out Shamia doing her porn. You feel me? She had a lot to say about me, but y'all ain't never see me get on camera. That's what we do know. And that ain't allegedly. That's online. And I seen it with my own two eyes. As a wife. She was a wife getting on camera. Okay? So yeah. Y'all don't ask me more about Shamia because I'm gonna rip the whole lid off that.
Cool. That's wow. What I just said.
Yeah, that bitch. And that's why y'all don't like me because I'm too real for this shit. And that's why I'm out of here. Yeah, make sure y'all go check out Shamia on her series getting. What was that? Absolutely.
I saw that.
Yeah.
And she a wife.
Yeah, she did that in 2019, 2020. And you that's supposed to help further your career. Okay. Are you career? Okay. But at the end of the day, there was no taking Portia out. Portia was cool. She was a good person. But aren't you guys glad that it's over?
Man.
It's over. Living my life with my husband. Because, you know, I was on a show about wives. And a lot of the bitches was not. So
none of them was, honestly.
No, not for real. And I'm very happy to say that not being on there, I'm very at peace. I'm very at peace. So that's what I can say. Why did you sit out of the reunion? I mean,
all right, so y'all heard her. She's very happy since she's left the show. You know, she was on a show about wives, and unfortunately, a lot of those ladies were not wives. Okay, and hey, that's okay. I think she's ready to go and join the No Wives Club. And hey, it is what it is, right? I'd say better off being happy than not happy. Hello. So let us go ahead and get into more that she posted over here on her page, because she does have more to share. And this is what Miss Eady says. She says, "It took me a while, but I finally realized what triggers my toxicity. It's disrespect." She says, "I could be chill, fun, easy to get along with. I could vibe with anybody. But the second I feel disrespected, everything in me shifts. My peace goes out the window, my patience disappears, and that soft version of me turns sharp real quick. I'm self-aware enough to know I'm a good woman," she says. "I'm kind, I'm genuine, I'm understanding, and I always try to lead with love. But that's exactly why disrespect hits so deep, because I know how much grace I give before I ever lose it." She says, "When I snap, it's never random, it's a reaction. What you put in is what you get out of me. Still, I'm learning," she says. She goes on to say, "Learning not to let people pull me out of character, learning that not everyone deserves a response, learning that peace is better than proving a point, because growth isn't about never being triggered. It's about recognizing what triggers you and protecting yourself before you get there. Know your triggers." Right? She says, "Guard your peace. Stay away from the people, places, and situations that force you to become someone you've worked too hard to outgrow." With that bottom statement there, then it may be best for her to have walked away from Real Housewives of Atlanta, because these shows gonna pull it up out of you, okay? But they also gonna test you to see just how much you've grown, right? Because it's not about being triggered, like you said. When you're being triggered, you recognize that and you operate how you need to operate. But this is what she's putting out. Let's keep going. She says, "And I'm gonna come out of every storm like it was never raining." All right. So this is some of what Miss Eady is putting out there. This is what she's saying. She done with it. Okay. It's over and done, but the heartache lives on inside. And also, I cannot forget that she definitely had Usher's song playing, Papers, okay? When Usher was singing about his divorce and him being ready to sign them papers, that's what's going on with her at this singing, okay? Very unfortunate, very, very unfortunate. I recall when she and Mike got a chance to do a sit-down interview, um, a little bit around this time last year, where they kind of talked about a little bit about their relationship. And I'm just going to play a quick little snippet of some of the things that they discussed.
Absolutely. And then people don't want to see you happy, so they'll try to, poke at what you have. They'll try to
No,
penetrate,
they will.
or they'll try
They
to
will.
infiltrate,
They would try
you
to
know.
that right there.
So it's just, I be trying to tell Mike, I'm like, yo, your friends might not be happy for
And
you.
I tell
I'm
him the same thing
like,
too
I'm like,
sometimes.
don't. I said, they might be like, oh, bro, come, like, they be the main ones, and the second, things don't go well, then they be all happy, see, da da da. When really all along, they want you to be right there where they at. Misery loves
Miserable.
company.
Misery does
it.
love
They
company.
love it.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Well, it seems like Mike gonna be able to be over there with the people that want the company, the misery, now that it's all falling apart.
Growth
Yeah.
scare people.
Yes.
Growth
Yep.
scare people, especially
does.
the closest.
And see,
Yeah.
the thing is, like, you can be quote unquote successful, have money, and still not be happy.
Absolutely.
So sometimes it's people that are on your level as far as like
Yeah.
money and status and lifestyle.
Don't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing. They not happy.
They're not happy.
It's prime examples right
Yeah.
now. Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like we are blessed to have what we
We're
have.
so blessed.
And I wish everybody could have it, but they can't. So you got to protect yourself from those that don't understand it, and don't appreciate it, and don't support you.
Correct.
And
Yeah,
it's sad, but it's true.
And I feel like for me, the hardest part is like when you go so hard to like build, and you have things that you're like, this is honest, I work for this, and then people that can't relate, or they don't like, or they just want to tear you down, and they'll create lies and stories and just whatever it is, so that other people can't see you in the same light. So for me, that's the hardest part that I deal with, is like, you know, the naysayers that are trying to like rip you apart, when, you know, people will people will glorify, or they will, what is it, when they just sensationalize like stories or create stuff when they know things aren't true, but they just want anything to try to like tear you apart and make people not love you.
And make people look at you different. You know what I mean?
They want people to look at you differently.
I tell her all the time, but I had to understand.
And it's tough.
And I feel like this is where she was referencing the situation that took place with she and Kenya, and also knowing how people do shape stories and stuff. She wanted to go ahead and get in front of this particular story, which is why she captioned her post the way that she did, letting everybody know she didn't want them to think whatever weird narratives are out there as to why she chose to left. And it sounds like she really just left because he triggered her a lot. Right? He would do certain things to get a reaction out of her, and she's sick of it. So now, there's that. All right. So best of luck to Miss Eady in this time frame. All we can do is wish her the best, and that's a wrap on that. She is moving forward with life. All right. You guys can leave your thoughts and comments down below. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know your thoughts. I'm JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters. I'm silent. Nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification. Them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cash died at the ATM. And the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATL. Got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym. High elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up. I got laser focus, about to take it over. I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man? They say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film. I can fill a pool, we gon' make them swim. Nigga